YouTube versus TikTok was one of the biggest roller coaster of emotions I have ever been through, and I feel like a lot of people can agree. You know, everything you expected to happen didn't, and everything you didn't expect to happen happened. It was all about the place. But this is just my opinion of the whole event and the fights that went on. I was entertained, but this is just my opinion of the whole event and what went on. First up, we're gonna talk about Cowboy Cale Saurage, I think it is, versus Ryan Johnston. This was the very first fight, and I'll admit my prediction was wrong. I thought Cale was going to win. And the sad thing is, after I did my predictions video, I actually watched some more Ryan Johnston footage, and in the back of my head, I was like, I think I might have actually picked wrong here, but I can't go back on it because I already made my prediction. I was like, I can't go back on it, but I think I might have actually picked wrong. I did. Ryan Johnston came out. Cale did the thing I said he was going to do. He was going to swing big haymakers, and he did, and he landed a nice few, but Ryan Johnston just went for it. But I'm not going to lie, I thought this fight was very entertaining. A lot of people might say it was like sloppy for the most part. It was sloppy for the most part, but there was punches that landed, that were clean and that were nice, and it was just, I liked it because it was an overall brawl. I hate boxing matches where they barely fight, you know what I mean? Like, I like to see some skill, but let's be honest, like I said, none of us watched this event to see world-class boxing. I've said it multiple times, we watched it to just see people get in the ring, talk shit, and fight and risk everything. That's what we paid to watch. Well, that's what we watched anyway. But yeah, they got in the ring, they brawled. I actually thought it was very, very entertaining. I enjoyed it. Very good fight to start off the night, in my personal opinion. Obviously, Ryan Johnston came out on top. And yeah, it was great. It was honestly great. It was very entertaining. For a YouTube versus TikTok fight, it was good because I just like the way these guys wanted to fight. Because in many other fights, they've kind of just been hesitant, where these guys were like, nah, we've trained, we're not going to sit back, we're actually going to scrap here. So that was a good first fight, right? Then we'll just talk about Tanner Fox versus Ryland Storms or something. That got cancelled because Tanner Fox was like 20 pounds below what he was supposed to be. I don't personally get that. It's kind of stupid because the commission were literally saying, oh, you can't fight Ryland Storms because you're 20 pounds under, blah, blah, blah. And I get the point, like, there's weight classes in boxing and all this and that, but they're not professional boxers. They're literally YouTubers and TikTokers that are literally getting in the ring, and the chances of them actually being able to severely hurt their opponent is very unlikely. Like the Tanner Fox versus Ryan Storms, I think it was just going to be like a dirty fight. Like, they were just going to go there. It was not going to be like a nice looking fight. They were probably just going to brawl. So I don't see why the whole weight thing was the difference. Like, it's not like they're professional boxers. It's not like it's for a world title. It's not that serious. Just let them get in a fight. But the commission did not. So that was quite shit. But, we had to move on to the next fight. The next fight was Landon Mcbroom versus Ben Azelart. I predicted Landon Mcbroom would win. I was right. Ben Azelart had the height and the reach. But I was like, he's only been boxing for about a month or something like that. Because he wasn't originally on this card. So he was only boxing for about a month. And yeah, I said that because he was doing it. He also just looked too nice of a person to hit anybody. So I was kind of right on that. I was like, he looks like he's that guy that he's never been in the fight because he's too nice and he avoids it. And it looked like that in the fight. Landon came out and was just aggressive. Wasn't the greatest boxing. He showed some things. Wasn't the greatest boxing. But the point is, he came out, he was aggressive. And he beat Ben about, and it was as simple as that. Ben couldn't really do much because he didn't have that much experience to counter the punches, dodge the punches, or anything like that. And it ended up ending. But yeah, so I got that prediction right with Landon Mcbroom beating Ben Azelart. That's the one I saw coming. Faze Jarvis versus Michael Lee. Oh my god. I predicted Faze Jarvis would beat Michael Lee. I think I said he would TKO him, maybe. I think I said he would TKO Michael Lee. This was like my prediction for most fights. I think I said he would TKO him. He would like get him in a corner. He would start unloading his punches. Michael Lee would not fight back very well, and then the ref would stop it. I think that was my prediction. I was close, but I was way off. I'm sure you've seen it all over social media, man. I said someone's going to... Well, I didn't say someone's going to get knocked out on this card, but I said if someone gets knocked out on this card, they're going to get memed. I'm pretty sure you've seen now. Michael Lee got knocked out. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's not like Jarvis got in there and he swung like a big shitty haymaker that just caught Michael Lee. Jarvis actually looked pretty good. Like, some people may think that he didn't. In my personal opinion, I actually think Jarvis looks pretty good. He has something there. I'm not saying, like, he's, you know, world class, but, like, as a YouTuber, like an influence boxer that hasn't been doing it that long, he clearly put in the work, and he has some talent there. He worked hard, he got his skill up, and, you know, he looked good in my opinion, and he won convincingly, and I thought Jarvis was going to win. As soon as they got in the ring and I saw the way Jarvis was boxing, I'm like, yeah, no, 100% Jarvis got this. And then as it got on, I was like, I think Jarvis is definitely going to TKO him. And then it's just right to the jaw, and Michael Lee hits the dirt, and I'm like, okay. Okay. But, it was a crazy fight. It was a crazy fight. I like that one. I did not expect Jarvis to knock him out like that, but he did. So fair play to Jarvis. Fair play to Michael Lee. Like I said, respect to everybody. Even if I'm taking the piss out of them, having a laugh in this video, respect to all of them for getting in the ring, because a lot of people wouldn't do it. And respect to Michael Lee for even getting up off his ass after getting that, because you see the slow motion. That was not no bitch punch from Jarvis. That was a good punch. And a lot of people would have sat back and been dazed and been like, what the fuck just hit me? And Michael Lee just got up. I'm sure he was dazed, but Michael Lee got up and was like, fair play for actually, you know, being able to stand after that, because that was a good punch. But yeah, so Jarvis knocked out Michael Lee. Kind of the way I expected the fight to go, but not the knockout. DDG versus Nate Wyatt, or what? I still don't know his name, I'm sorry. But yeah, completely the same way I said I thought it was going to go. DDG was the experienced one. DDG was the confident one. DDG has performed in front of like loads and loads of people because he's a rapper. And I'm sure he's done it with basketball as well. So the experience was there. The being able to perform in front of a crowd before was there, and the experience in boxing was there. I said I don't think DDG would easily knock out Nate because Nate was actually decently like built. Like, he wasn't scrawny or anything, but I did say I think DDG will beat him up. I'm pretty sure I said the same. I thought DDG would TKO him. He did not. He went all 5 rounds, but DDG won every single round, and I don't think you could have like give any of them to Nate. Like, it wasn't that close. DDG won every single round. But yeah, kind of how all we expected it to go. And now he says he wants to fight a rapper. You know what? DDG versus Drake. That's what I want to see. Imagine DDG fighting Drake. That would be awesome. I want to see that shit. Deji versus Vinnie Hacker. I went through all the other fights quickly because I wanted to get on to the 3 main fights. And this is the fight I did not want to talk about. This was so disappointing. It was so disappointing, bro. Like, me and my mate were watching it. We were watching, we were texting each other, saying about him. We were like, oh, I hope Deji can upset, because obviously Deji came to the weigh-ins. He wasn't in the greatest shape, and I was like, well, hopefully he's put the work in. It's done all this and that. We are on the ring, first round. Deji, he looked alright, I guess. He looked alright. You could tell a bit of experience was there against Vinnie for the first round. Up until like near enough the end, I think. And in the second round, Vinnie started to like actually look good. I think it was the 3rd round that ended. If you don't know what happened, I'm sure you do. But if you don't know what happened, Vinnie Hacker beat Deji by TKO. And it is the most disappointing thing. Because obviously I was back in Deji. I'm from the UK. I was back in Deji. I wanted Deji to prove people wrong. And he didn't. It's as simple as that. That's the hard truth. It's just simple as that. But to be fair, what I will say is, a lot of people are saying, oh, Deji didn't show up. Deji didn't put the work in. And like, yeah, that all might be true. You know what I mean? Like, Deji didn't look as good as we would have liked him to. You know what I mean? And maybe he didn't put the work in. Maybe that's why he wasn't in shape. I don't know. Maybe he did put the work in and the nerves got to him and he didn't perform in the night. I don't know. But one thing I think we're doing wrong is we all overlooked Vinnie. Like, we kind of did. We kind of looked at him. None of us thought Vinnie was going to win, right? We thought that he was going to put up a decent fight, but none of us thought he was going to win. And if you did, fair play, because you can see the future, none of us thought he was going to win. And people are saying that Deji underperformed, Deji did all this and that, and like, yes, Deji did underperform, but Vinnie actually also looked good. I think we need to start giving a bit of credit to Vinnie, because it's not like Deji got in there, underperformed, and got beat by someone who wasn't throwing shit. Vinnie was actually throwing good punches. And considering, you could tell Vinnie took it serious, because considering he's only been boxing for a very short period of time, that was actually very good. Because when I was looking at it, like, you could tell that Deji, his cardio was shit. It's simple as. You could tell his cardio was shit. Vinnie Hacker was coming forward. Vinnie was actually hitting some nice shots. And obviously they weren't like, sometimes they weren't the cleanest, sometimes they weren't the straightest, but he was hitting some nice shots. And he finished Deji in the corner. I think he hit him with 2 body shots. And then he swung for, I think he hit him with 2 low body shots, 1 high body shot, and then he probably was going to go for a headshot. And then the ref like stopped it after the body shots, because Deji was just in the corner covering up, not fighting back. And then also a weird thing is Deji randomly took a knee mid-fight. I'll literally put it up on the screen here. Yeah, Deji randomly took that knee mid-fight, which he just came out of the corner from having a break, and he clearly needed more time to have a break, and he just randomly took a knee. And I was standing there like, did I miss something? Did Vinnie like just lightning just jab him to the body and just drop him? Like, what the fuck happened here? But he literally just kneeled. But yeah, disappointing. It was very, very disappointing, I can't lie. I do feel sorry for Deji. But at the same time, it's like, it's two ways. Like, if Deji did put the work in and the nerves just got him and he underperformed, I do feel bad for him. I still feel bad for him even if he didn't put the work in. But if he didn't put the work in, well, then it is his own fault, you know what I mean? Because if you're not going to put the work in or something, you can't expect results. And that's just the truth. But I feel bad for him. And I'll just say that a lot of people are probably going to hate my opinion for this. But I have the right to have it, and I'm going to say it anyway. Simple as this. Deji has like 10 something million subscribers on YouTube. Deji is good at YouTube. He knows what he's doing. He said he does properties and all aside YouTube. He's good at that because that earns him money. He has his, obviously, Tank clothing brand. He has his things. This is just the truth. Everybody on this earth is good at something. Like, there's something, everybody on this earth has something that they're just naturally good at, and everybody on this earth has something that they just are not the greatest at. And I'm sorry, Deji, but it's as simple as, the boxing's just not for you. Boxing's not for a lot of people. There was a lot of people on this card that boxing was not for. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people on this card that boxing was not for. Michael Lee, boxing's not for you, bro. Like, for fun, yeah. For fun, yes. But getting in a ring and fighting someone who wants to hurt you, boxing's not for Michael Lee. Boxing is not for Deji, and that's just the truth. Keep training it, stay fit, but as far as getting in the ring with someone that wants to hurt you and talking all this shit and doing all this and that, it's just not for Deji, in my personal opinion. You know, I think the reason, because JJ isn't the most tactical fighter, as we've all seen, but the reason JJ beat Logan Paul is because JJ has a fucking dog inside him that just refuses to give up. And I think Deji has a dog inside him, but I don't think it's anywhere near the size as JJ's. And I don't know. It's a shame, but the sad truth is, we're all proud of Deji. Got in the ring. Fair play to him. Proud of him for doing that anyway. But he came up short, and I think he just needs to accept boxing's not for him and just find something else, because there's something else that he might be good at. Go to golf. You know, get Vinnie Hacker in a rematch in a golf course. Fuck him up. But yeah, disappointing. But we'll move on. Anisong Gibb versus Taylor Holder. Now, obviously, I'm from the UK, like I said, so I was backing Gibb. I did state in my prediction video, I did want Gibb to win. I did state in my prediction video, I think Taylor Holder would edge the fight. I thought Taylor Holder, because he did look very good in his training and all, I thought it would be a competitive fight, but I thought that if Taylor was able to keep the distance, he would win the fight. Just like by a little edge. I was wrong. Right? I was wrong completely. I'm happy I was wrong. I literally said, Gibb, prove me wrong. I want you to prove the doubt in me wrong. And he fucking did. Gib, you're a fucking god. Like, he is back to being Big Gibber. Fucking god, man. But you know what happened. It was called a draw, and it wasn't a goddamn draw. I'm pretty sure Taylor Holder landed a total of 21 punches. I will literally put it up here. Taylor Holder landed 21 punches, and Gib landed, I think, 47, right? It was 5 rounds, 5 2-minute rounds. Gib won every single round. Every single one. In my personal opinion, Gib won every single round. There's maybe a round you could give the Taylor, but in my personal opinion, Gib won every single one. Every one. And don't get me wrong, Taylor didn't suck. And I don't think it's the fact that Taylor isn't as good as we thought. I just think it's the fact that Gib was so much better than we thought. Because I knew Gib would come out. I knew Gib was like, he was going to push. But we knew Gib was going to fix the shit that he did against Jake. But usually Gib just goes in there and brawls. But Gib was actually boxing. He was moving his head constantly, had his hands up constantly, was bouncing to the side constantly. He kept jabbing to the body, which actually kept worrying Taylor Holder down, which was doing a very good job. Because you could see Taylor Holder every single time Gib hit him, because I assume Gib can hit because he's massive. You could see Taylor Holder took it, and then like he took a breath, and you could see it hurt him. He kept working to the body, and then he hit Taylor Holder, and I gotta give Taylor Holder respect. He hit Taylor Holder with a clean, I think it was left hook, and Taylor Holder took it. I don't think he was dazed, but you could see in Taylor Holder's face, he's like, shit, that hurt. You could see in his face, he's like, fuck, that was a good punch. So fair play to Taylor for taking it, but yeah, Taylor didn't do terribly, you know, but Gib won every single round, and it was called a majority draw. And that's not right. Do you know how you know what's not right, right? There's many reasons. First off, it wasn't a majority draw, right? It wasn't a majority draw. I think you guys can all agree it was not a majority draw. Keemstar and Fusi and everybody, well, I don't know about Fusi, but Keemstar and everybody, I'm pretty sure Fusi agreed, Gib won all rounds. It was not a draw. The people with them agreed it was not a draw. The crowd, who wasn't even there for Gib, was cheering for Gib, because they knew it wasn't a draw and Gib won. And you know how you know it was not a fucking draw? See when the referee was holding their arms, and they read out the scores, and they go, as a majority draw, the ref lifted both hands up, right? Taylor looked confused, right? And Taylor will play it off as, oh, I looked confused because I think I won the fight. No, you didn't, right? I like Taylor. Very nice guy, very humble guy. But you didn't win the fight. The referee, look at the referee's face. I'll literally put the picture up here, right? Look at the referee's face. Even the referee is like, what? Do you know what, Oscar? I will show you the video right now, right? Just watch this video.
Yes, 49-46. And Keon Wilson scored the contest 50-46. The combined scores put the bout in favor of a majority draw.
What? 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 What?
Right, after seeing that, look at the referee's face. Do you see it? He literally, even he's like, majority draw. What are you talking about? He smashed the boy. What do you mean? Even he was like, that's not a majority draw. Like, I don't know who those judges were. I think Fusi was one of them. I would like to think Fusi did not edge Taylor. I would like to think Fusi did not edge Taylor. Just because he's more friends with Taylor than Gib. I'd like to fucking think so. I want to see the scorecard and see what Fusi give the fight, because that's what really matters. Because Fusi's vote might have did it, because there was two, obviously on two scorecards it was a draw. It wasn't a draw. I don't know. I could go on about this forever because it was rigged. I'm very pissed off. I'm annoyed because I know Gib put fucking work in. Gib wanted redemption, and he came out, and Gib was the best fighter in that card. I don't care. People kept saying Taylor was the best fighter. I said Taylor's the most experienced. I think Taylor will edge Gib. And yeah, I was wrong. I'm happy I was wrong. Thank fuck he proved me wrong. But Gib proved on that card he is the best fighter on that card. Plain and simple. And it's simple as that. And I'm pissed for him because he deserved the win. He earned it in every single way. Taylor Holder did not win an aspect. And now they want to fight again. Gib said fuck the 16-ounce, we want 10-ounce gloves. And yes, would I like to see a rematch? Yeah, because that was a good entertaining match. Best fight of the night, in my opinion. It was an entertaining match. But if they fight again, and then Taylor beats him, people are going to be like, see, Taylor's better, blah, blah, blah. But Gabe won the first fight. But I don't know. We'll have to see. If they fight again, I hope Gabe, like I said, I like Taylor. Taylor's nice. He's very humble, right? He's a very nice guy. I like him. But as long as he's in that ring with Gabe, I hope Gabe fucks him up. See, afterwards, I'll go back to liking Taylor. But see, as long as they're in that ring, I hope Gabe fucks him up. So if they fight again, Gabe, get the knockout this time. Get it this time, okay? But yeah, no, I could go on all day. But Gabe won. Simple as. I think we can all agree with that. Let me know your opinions down in the comments. If you somehow think Taylor won, let me know, please. Like, you're entitled to your own opinion. I think Taylor won, fair enough. But please let me know if you actually did think he won, how you think he won, you know what I mean? But yeah, we'll move on to the main event here. The main event, Bryce Hall versus Austin Mcbroom. My predictions, I said Austin was going to win. I can't remember my predictions fully correct, but I'm confident. I know I said I think Austin wins by KO or TKO. But I'm pretty sure I said in the third or fourth round, and it ended in the third. So I think I actually got that prediction near enough spot on. But yeah, kind of how we expected. Keemstar even said it. Keemstar expected Austin to be the better boxer. And we all expected that. It's like no disrespect to Bryce Hall, but it's as simple as Bryce Hall is a street fighter. You could see in the fight he was trying to tackle Austin. He was trying to throw elbows at some points. You know, you could see Austin was just naturally the better boxer. And that's what played into it. Bryce Hall didn't actually throw that many punches. He clearly was not confident. But yeah, Austin beat him about. This is a picture of Bryce Hall's face after Austin was beating him about. And the ref goes, do you want to continue? And Bryce was like, yeah. And I'm like, don't. But yeah, then they went out. Austin beat him about a little bit more. Austin got some clean shots on him, you know. It's not like a... Well, Bryce didn't perform the best, but Austin got in there and did exactly what he said he's going to do. So, and then Austin obviously got the knockout, which I will show you right now.
Refocus and dig deep right here.
Austin go for the kill right now.
Bryce.
There it is.
Oh,
There it is.
Boy.
That connected again.
Oh my God.
That's
Oh, they're calling it. It's over.
Is it?
It's over. It's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Mcbroom.
And then obviously, after that, I want to know, does Bryce Hall pay him the $1 million for that knockout? That's my question. It's a TKO technically, but still, it's a knockout. You know what I mean? Bryce fell against him, he hit the floor. And yeah, it was nice to see them, show respect after. It's funny, after all the trash talk, after all of them wanting to knock each other out, you know, shaking hands. I think Bryce Hall and KSI is now called off after that, because I think it's now been proven KSI would kill Bryce Hall in a boxing match. Don't know about in a street fight, because Bryce Hall seems to be quite good at street fights, but in a boxing match, I think KSI would just put too much pressure on him, where he can't take KSI down, and yeah. And then, I don't know, I would like to see, I would personally, the people on this card, I would like to see in the ring again. Oh, let me finish the main event, actually. So yes, I thought it was a good performance by Austin. He went out there, he did what I thought he was going to do, he beat Bryce, fair enough. Bryce actually didn't get fully knocked out, so he didn't become a meme. So, yeah, the biggest meme of this was the riggery. You know, the rigged bullshit. Riggery ain't even a word, I don't think, but the rigged bullshit match with Gibb and Taylor. And yeah, the overall event I thought was good. But the people I would like to see in the ring again, I would like to see Ryan Johnston in the ring again. I would. If Ryan Johnston cleans up a bit more, he could be very good, because he did have some tactical ability. If he cleans up a little bit more, I'd like to see him again. The second fight, Landon Mcbroom, I wouldn't mind seeing Landon, but I don't think he did anything too special, because it was a guy that was so inexperienced. Like, that's no disrespect to Ben, he was just like really inexperienced. So Faze Jarvis, I would like to see Ryan Johnston in a ring again. I would like to see Faze Jarvis in a ring again. I would like to see Austin Mcbroom in a ring again. Taylor Holder and Gibb. I would like to see them all in a ring again. I still want to see Tanner Fox versus Ryland Storms. I don't think it will be that good of a fight, but I just want to, because they were talking shit for the event, so I just want to see them get in there and fucking go for it. So, but those are the fighters I would like to see in again.
Gib, best performance of the night. Austin did well, but Gib, best performance of the night. And Gib could have went 5 more rounds, and that's the thing. But that's my overall view on the event. Musical options, I don't know. Trippie Redd wasn't that good live, you know. DJ Khaled is famous for knowing how to repeat his name. And that's just truth. I don't know who the woman was that was singing because I was busy complaining that I think that was whenever Deji lost, or no, I think that was after the Gib fight. And then Lil Baby. So the musical performance questionable. Some of the fights were and some of the fights were pretty good. But overall, I was entertained. It was a good one. I would personally watch it again. I would. Like I said, the main event, Austin showed up. The Deji thing was disappointing. The Gib thing, he showed up, but he got robbed, and that's bad. But, you know, the overall thought it was very entertaining. I thought them getting in there was great. And, you know what, respect to everybody. No matter even if I like them or not, respect to them all because they got in the ring. And whether they got knocked out, TKO, don't matter. They got in the ring in front of millions of people, thousands in the arena, millions around the world, and they put on a show. And even if they didn't perform well, they got in there, and that takes balls. And I'm sure their paycheck will pad that their loss. I'm sure their paycheck will pad that loss because I know they all got paid well, especially Austin and Bryce, because Bryce got 5 mil. He'll be given $1 mil back to Austin, so he got 4 mil still. And who knows what Austin made. Austin probably made less, but he probably made just similar to Bryce now because Bryce owes him $1 mil. But yeah, no, they all made their money. They all got in there. Respect to all of them. It was good. And if they want to do it again, I will 100% be down to watch it because that was entertaining. But let me know what your thoughts were on the whole event. I just wanted to make this video, break down everything, give my whole opinion over everything. Let me know what things I said that you agree with, what things I said that you disagree with. What fighters would you like to see in the ring again? What fight did you think was fight of the night? Do you think Deji did train for the fight? Do you think Gabe should have won? Do you think Taylor should have won? You know what I mean? Like, let me know in the comments. But let's just have a conversation. Let's have a friendly debate. And yeah, so that was my overall thought on the event. I hope any of you that watched the event, you enjoyed it as well. Because remember, although they were getting in there to box, you got to remember at the end of the day, they're YouTubers, they're TikTokers. They're here to entertain. They're not here to put on an absolute masterclass of boxing. They're here to entertain us. And whether they get in there and completely box or whether they get in there and completely brawl, as long as you're entertained, they've done their job. So anybody who watched it, whether you paid for it, whether you watched it without paying for it, I hope you all enjoyed it because I personally did. So yeah, let me know all your opinions of everything down below. And yeah, I'll sign off here. I've been Undisputed. Hope you all are having an amazing day. Hope you all are thinking positive, testing negative. And I'll see you in the next one. Like I said, comment below all your opinions and I'll read them. We'll have a friendly debate. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. So peace.